Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 10 to the Sky. We are back up here. As of recording this episode, I haven't uploaded the previous episode, so any advice and tips you gave me in the last episode, sorry, I don't have them yet. Last episode, we made this guy. It's a tier 3 elite crafting table. We also attempted to get wither skulls by fighting a sort of gateway orb thingy down here, and we died because we're weak and fragile. So, that's where we're at. Now, cool. Well, what now? Well, I think we need to make, blah, blah, blah. I mean, we need better armor, obviously. But I think we need to make, like, a silent gear tool. Because as we saw with our weapon that we were able to make, we searched sword, we have just normal Oldmodium swords. And they do 18 attack damage. And some of these are even better ones. They were, like, special ones that we got from the mob farm, and pointless. The silent gear one, look at that, 39 attack damage. So that is pretty ridiculous, to be honest. So we've got a few options. One is we get vibranium, which would obviously make things a little bit better, but not a lot better. And I also don't really know. I assume we get nuggets from sieving something. Ooh. Or do we? Hold on. Block of vibranium geo ore. Geo ore shard. Geo ore cluster. Budding geo ore needs molten geo ore. Vibranium block. Get the block from casting. You get the liquid from... I don't know how to get it. Between you and me, not a clue. Okay. Hold on. Ore, you can't get the ore. Raw block of ore, you can't get the raw block of ore. The... actual ore blocks, not the raw ore block, but the block ore you can't get. The dust, you can't get the ingot. You can endercraft it, of course, with some stuff, and you'll need some geo ore stuff, which you get from, okay, sure, geo ore. Okay. And that's all this stuff. So you get like a budding gold geo ore is made from a block of gold geo ore, which you get from molten gold on set. Okay, cool. So yeah. Awesome. We're on the right track. So if we did want vibranium, which eventually we do, we're going to want whatever I was looking at before, which was the this vibranium ingots. So we're going to need emerald geo ore, uraninite geo ore, gold, all that stuff we can make, I'm sure. We can smelt some down. But we also still need this guy, the crystalline ingot. And this guy you get from the crafting, and you need nether stars, which we're trying to get to, but we need to get stronger armor. So we're back on the Oldmodium train. As in we need better armor. So Oldmodium we're currently getting from nuggets. Now we can get one of these. Maybe. As in, we can molten Oldmodium onto a 5 times compressed sand, which we might be able to do, I'm not sure. That will get us budding Oldmodium geo ore. And then if we get a geo ored shard, what do we do with this? So you can make spyglass, which is cool, sure. You can make some Oldmodium tinted glass. Huh? And you can also make the block of the geo ore. So 4 of that gives you a block. And then one of these, gives you a nugget. So it's not even that crazy. Okay. We are still probably better off sieving, I think. Maybe. I mean, to be honest, we're probably better off being, but we're not up to B yet. Okay, sure. And as well, if we want to smelt this, I'm pretty sure, yeah, we need soul lava, which, again, at some point we'll do that. But for now, we are just nugget guy and we're sieve guy. So, let's go down to our sieve and see what the best course of action is here. So, our sieve is currently diamond. If we want the most nuggets, currently 1% chance for 1 if we do sand. We can get a 6% chance for 1. That's pretty good. That's allegedly 6 times as good, right? Maybe, sort of. If we do netherite, so I can probably upgrade all those. That's doable. Do we lose anything else? Not obviously. I think it's just rearranged them and added in a sea pickle. Or we can do crushed blackstone. With diamond, that's a 4% chance. So that's pretty good. With netherite, it's a 15% chance. So we want netherite mesh. That's going to be netherite and mesh. Who would have thought? So I say we do that. So let's go ahead and see if I can get all this stuff. Shift right clicked. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And then, yeah, we'll just do it the good old-fashioned way. Break these guys. Mesh, mesh, mesh. So all those should be in here. Cool. As well as this. Oh, and the next one. Awesome. So we'll leave that for now. We will head back up. We will search for our smithing. Oh, I've got the mummy. Sure. We will need more. We'll definitely need more. So let's go ahead and make more. Which we do like this. So I'm going to do this. How many diamonds do we have in the system? Decent amount. So I'll just craft as many as it lets me. 24. I mean, no, I kind of do want more. What did I need for that? Netherite? Netherrack, sorry. Not netherite. Boom, 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 boom. Who's going to stop me? Alright, awesome. So we've got plenty of smithing template. The netherite department we have on us, and we've got plenty of that too. So let's just do that. Now there might be some other stuff that we don't get, and we might need diamond meshes again in the future, but for now, it's fine. I think we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I also definitely need to automate logs. I still have not done that yet for some reason. Let's get that started at the start of this episode. So let's search log, click this, botany pot, an oak sapling, and a farmland. Yeah, like we'll just do that. So botany, that does nothing. Botany pot needs just clay, terracotta, all of the above. So terracotta, clay, bricks. We've got nothing. Okay. How do I make clay? Somebody tell me. Somebody, clay we get from water and dust. Okay, so dust, do we have some laying around? We do. Cool. Cool. Okay. I'm like, yeah, that's enough for the terracotta part. Not really enough for anything else. So then I've got to like bucket. Can we do tank? Can we, oh, sorry. Can we craft one of these? Do I have stuff to upgrade one of these? Yes. Do I have stuff to upgrade one of these again? No, that's okay though. So this guy, I want to shift and scroll to put it on bucket mode. And then we are going to attempt to store this stuff. Now, currently I'm just looking at the picture and the one in my hand to see how full it is. And we can get sort of a good idea on when we're close to full. So we're about halfway. It kind of looks a lot more full than halfway. But I guess we'll be able to tell, right? Because it won't take away the water. It will just place the water one of these times that I right click. Yeah, like here. Cool. Awesome. So now I can, I mean, if I wanted to, I can just do this to fill them up. Or I might be able to change this off of bucket mode, place it next to it. I mean, we can try that. So that gets dust. And then can I have this empty? No, it's probably got to go on top. So if we place it on top and then set him to both. No, it doesn't really. It doesn't want to without some encouragement. So we can probably encourage it if we wanted to. And by that I mean we'll put some fluid pipes or something. So pow pow. Pow. Grab the wrench. Do that. Now that fills up. That's pretty good. If we wanted it faster, we could put a better upgrade in there. Oh, which reminds me, we actually do want to do that. Let's go pipe. Let's go pipe on the side here. Upgrade. And we'll get some of these made. I'll make like 10 of these and upgrade as much as I can. 10, and then can I get away with upgrading it again? Not really. But, so for starters, let's put one in there. So now this guy I can probably just, yeah, hold right click. Which is pretty good. There we go. Awesome. But then also over here, I realized this guy's not emptying fast enough, and this guy's not filling fast enough or emptying fast enough, because this guy's full. So we need upgrades in each of these. So if I put an upgrade in here, suddenly that's empty. If I put an upgrade in here, suddenly that's running constantly until this guy empties, and then it should slow down again. Okay, there's a bit of a buffer, but as you can see, this number's getting lower. I just want to prove it. And then it's back to being limited due to the speed. So if we chuck this in here, this one was purely just a buffer chest. It doesn't need to exist, but no harm in having it there. And there we go. Now we are actually burning through, well, we're probably not actually burning through more dirt than we're using just because As you can see, it's doing that. But if we wanted to, I could chuck this guy in here, and that should solve all the problems. How cool is that? So now this guy's limited. And again, we can do that if we want. We don't need to. I'm pretty sure it should be fine. I mean, we've already got a decent amount of dirt to where it's probably just not an issue altogether, but why not? Now, what I'll do as well is I will... Now, the grass depth's fine. It's the block dirt. It's the dirt. I need the dirt to not... okay, hold on. So I can stand here, click this, search break, grass break, gravel break. If I mute that, okay. Why is it still making a sound though? I mean, it clearly has to be something. But what I can do is, hold on. How do I anchor? Tip. How do I... Did it say how to anchor it? I don't remember. I need the tip to change. I don't want to disable the tip. I want the anchor tip. Oh, anchor. Here we go. So anchor, set anchor here. Cool. And then I can mute this stuff. So then if we go back to just overworld, or if we deselect it, we can turn those on. And as you can see, it does nothing to that. So I think the other sound we're hearing, if we jump back in this anchor, is the gravel place. Or it's something place. Come on. I mean, I could honestly just mute everything, to be honest. Oh, it's the hotel. No? Huh? What else could it possibly be? Recent. Show recent. Shift recent. Huh? Alright, I'll be honest. I don't know what's actually causing that last little sound. What? Like, I genuinely don't know. Because on this one, all this stuff is, as you can see, like, it's not stone. I mean, is it flame? It's not mechanism. It can't be flamethrower sounds. It would have to be normal Minecraft sounds. I mean, it's not going to be... I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can just mute everything, I guess. But, like... Look, we've got gravel. I mean, it's not wood. I would hope. We've got this stuff muted. I mean, I can... Make sure it's muted. It's not item pickup. It's not glass. It's not fire ambient. I've searched grass, dirt, gravel, and banned whatever there was. Can't be any of that stuff. That was added after grass and dirt existed. I would hope. And then we're here at the end. Not a clue. Let me know what you think that is. But... yeah. I don't know. We might have to pause that at some point. Is it... Hold on. Is there also just like a muffler? Hold on. I want to say I looked this up. Sound muffler, mute sounds. Note block. Hold on. Let's give this a shot. This might have just been easier. Sound muffler. And then... okay. Sure. Whatever. Cool. Okay. Awesome. Let's have a quick sleep, shall we? I now own this item. That's good. Thanks, Mechanism. Very cool. Okay, so for starters, we have the meshes that we probably just... no, we've still got them on us. We've got the clay. We wanted to turn some of those into blocks. Cool. Sure, that's a lot of blocks. Turn those into bricks. Turn those into some flower pots. Awesome. Botany pot. Awesome. And then do we have any hoppers? Nope. Do we have any hoppers? We can. Hopper. Bam, 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 bam. Awesome. And then we're going to do draw. We're going draw. Oak draw. Cool. I imagine that we're going to need a thingy thing as well. And by a thingy thing, I mean an axe. Let's see. So if we put dirt in there and then, I mean, can't go wrong with oak, right? Sapling. little bit of oak. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, it's growing. Do you reckon it needs a hoe? I reckon it probably does. Well, I can grab a diamond. Let's grab the broken one and see if we can repair it. Let's go smithing. Grab one of these. Let's go netherite. Grab one of these. How do I pull one at a time with this interface? I don't know if I can. If I hold control and right click, if I hold control and click, if I hold shift and right click, it moves the full stack. If I hold shift and click, it moves the full stack. So I don't know why shift right click doesn't just move one. If I hold shift and scroll, it does nothing. If I hold control and scroll, nothing. Alt and scroll does nothing. If right click does one. I mean, like, come on. You're telling me, like, genuinely though, Mr. Mechanism, Mr. or Mrs. whoever, they, them, mechanism, as the entity that you are. None of you guys ever needed one at a time? You know what I mean? Like, that's never crossed your mind? Like, oh, I really want one gold ore. And you just sat there going, we don't have a way to get one gold ore. Or you do, but it's like a trade secret. Like, middle... Hold on. No, because, look, middle mouse grabs one. Hold shift and middle mouse, whole stack. Hold control and middle mouse. Hold... No, you can't do it. It cannot be done. You can't instantly move just one at a time into your inventory. Unless there's some toggle. Some frequency, prioritize moving items to the crafting window and holding shift. No, I don't think it's any of that. Shouldn't be. Sort items, count. Nah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, do we have all the modium? We don't have any, which is a bit of a problem, but we can at the very least upgrade this guy. There you go. He's got a bit of durability left now. This guy here, if we say, hey, all the modium, he'll say, who's asking? Because he has none. Awesome. So, I need to either give him sand or blackstone, if I'm not mistaken. Now, blackstone, we don't have here, but I think you make it blackstone with soul blasting cobble. Cool. So, if I grab all that, and then we head over to this guy. Soul is the third. I still haven't bookmarked these or anything. You know what? I might do that this episode, just real quick. Just solve one of those problems that's been a problem and I just haven't solved it. You know, let's go here. Let's search item frame. Do we have the leather required? We do. Cool. So let's do that. And then I think we just make one of each. So as in, I think I do a soul campfire. We don't even have 3 logs. 3 logs. Just a log, please. One log. Maybe 3. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. Cool. Alright, soul campfire. Normal campfire. And I'll make like a bucket of lava and stuff. So let's move that, move that, move that. Let's go buckets. So bucket of you, bucket of water. Bucket of water. We've got bucket. Bucket of this. Yep, there you go, mate. And then, bloody hell, put one of these on each. Huh? What? Why would that ever be where I wanted you to go? Okay, so, lava here, water here, then campfire, and then soul campfire. There we go. And they look quite nice. I think they glow a little bit. Cool. I am on version 1. Something. And I have something else to show you guys. Let me clear that out. Let me chuck this stuff in. The coal recipe, I don't remember what it was for, but they fixed it. That's what I'm on 1.5.1b. And so now like coal actually works. And I don't remember what we were trying to use the coal for. But the point is that you can do it now. There was something we were trying to make, and we just couldn't. It might have been the tinted glass for mob grinding utils. Yeah. You can just make this now. So they fixed that in between the last episode and today. Which is pretty cool. So this guy here... Yeah, just push. He won't because it's gravel. And he won't because he's a silly guy. Okay. Sure. Okay. That's okay. And then this guy won't because he's not happy. And so what we want to do is you first, then you, and have him try to put all of that stuff in there. Hopefully in that order. Cool. And sure enough, he has all the two times in it. Anyway. And then when that's done, we actually want it to go in here, but he doesn't have the sieves on yet. So let's go ahead and get that started, I guess. Boom, 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 boom. This is going to make quite the mess just before we finish. So, pow, 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 and pow, and then we want to go pow, and pow, and then hope that we can figure out what the mess is that was made. Cool. Kitty and that stuff. Awesome. Alright, so there it goes. That is processing what was left of the gravel. We then now need to tell it, hey, you can actually do blackstone in here because it's a little bit silly the way that we're doing it currently. And, I mean, that's actually working. Awesome. Does that need to be a compressed guy? I guess the whole point of it being compressed, a compacting drawer, is that it could hold... Oh, yeah, it's so that it could hold the compressed version into there, yeah. It does make it a little bit awkward, but it's okay. So this should be getting us a ridiculous amount of all the Modium nuggets compared to what we were getting, because we're currently doing the blackstone and the netherite, so it's a 15% chance for one, which is pretty cool. Yes, decent chance for the other stuff too. And yeah, we actually do get a bunch of blackstone out of this. As you can see here, we also got these tiles. Is there anything we can do with them? We might be able to... there's not really much you can do at all, is there? They just sort of exist. Can I turn tile slabs back into... Is there anything I can do with it? Yeah. But the blackstone, it's a little bit messy because, as you can see this, just like how much you would have to pull out to do it. But, like, you totally could feed it back into itself. And it wouldn't be the worst use of your time, maybe. I don't know. You'd probably want to have an empty inventory and just move all stacks. Or just, yeah, hook up some pipes to do it. But it's not the end of the world. It's only taking up one inventory spot, so we can just keep doing it. I'll grab out all the Modium. There we go. And we'll get it to work. We'll start putting this stuff to work. So, Shift K gives us our ingots. Now, what we want to do for starters is grab our smithing template. And we actually want to upgrade this guy. There we go. Now, I'm pretty sure this guy would need an axe, but he reckons he's happy with that. Oh, he's actually... Has he already worked? Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll chuck that in there. We'll pretend that does something. I don't think it will. Oh, this guy's going to fill with apples and stuff. I guess maybe that's why. It's a problem for another day. We'll have plenty of wood by then, hopefully. Alright, cool. So, we now want to do these plates. So I'm going to craft all of these into plates, and all of these into silent gear plates. Not yet, but I do need to. It's just ridiculous, the expense of it. So a plate... 3 ingots would make a plate if I were to cast it. And then is there any way... Yeah, it turns into 3 ingots. Okay, so if we wanted to save some resources, we'd want to be able to melt this stuff. Which, honestly, it might be a fun thing to do. Now, this plate, you can only just make it as is, so there's no saving money there. But we've got 4, so we can make boots if we want. So if we search boot, and then do @silent, we can actually go ahead and make something here. So we'll just use the log stuff. There we go. What are these called? They're called template. How much do we have? We've got plenty. So let's go ahead and get the rest of the stuff ready as well. So we'll have a chest piece. We will have pants. And we will have a helmet. Of course. Okay, so for the boots, it should be as simple as that to make some boots. Their armor toughness is 60. Their armor is 15. Just from these boots as is. So for comparison, my boots are 6.5 armor and 5 toughness. So we're going up to 60 toughness? Allegedly 60 toughness. That is ridiculous. Thank you. Now, boots can just be turned into boots. And as you can see, it turns into 15 armor, 15 toughness. I don't know what happens to all my 60 toughness, but 15 armor is still ridiculous. But... Yeah, that's it. It just boots to boots. There's no other thing you can add. You can add lining. All right, let's search lining. Cool. So we probably want to make a blueprint for lining because we'll want to do this for every single piece of tool. And what can this mix with? This can mix with wool or leather and maybe some other stuff. So if we were to grab some wool, for example, or some leather, we don't have much leather, but we can get some more easy. In fact, can I turn you into leather? I can pulverize you into biomass. That's something. I can salvage you into leather. Oh, awesome. So I actually know a guy over by Mr. Mob Farm called this guy here. And there we go. So I can salvage all that and get a little bit of leather. In fact, I would argue that there's probably some... Oh, there's actually not much leather. I think because we upgraded, right? Oh, this guy's almost full. Is that a problem? Thoughts? Might be a problem. I don't know. But for now, it's not a problem. For now, it is my leather factory. Cool. It's definitely a soon-to-be problem, I will say. I might actually just turn it off. There we go. Sleep. This is all good. Everything's fine. Good progress being made. Okay. So. Yep, cool. So, we've got leather. If I were to do leather, let's just make one. Or I were to do wool. These are our two different options. And then let's have a look at what happens with our boots, our boot parts. So currently, again, our main thing at the very least that I think is the armor and the armor toughness, 15 for both. If we chuck in our leather lining, nothing changes. If I chuck in the white wool, you get knockback resistance. What does the leather actually do? So it would have been, I don't even know where to put this for now. Well, like what would we actually care about? What does it say it does? It makes it flexible. Oh, okay. And what does that mean? At silent. Well, there's no thing there. Does the quest book have some information about silent gear, do you reckon? I know that there's a spot for armor at the top. Maybe I just clicked that. I was just wondering if there's a specific... Oh, there is. Silent gear down here. So, armor's here. Lining blueprint. But it doesn't really say what it does. It has iron and coal. You can't make lining out of iron and coal. Right? Huh? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Maybe I am crazy. Hold on. Lining. Iron? No. Wait. Coal? No. Don't know. Strange. Does Silent Gear have a book? It does. Which you can make out of book. And template board. Beautiful. Let's have a look. Not implemented. Okay, I will check out the wiki. Not a fan of wikis, but that's okay. Mainly just because I always think back. I know I'm beyond this point, and I imagine most of you guys are beyond this point, but back in my time, you didn't always have the internet. You know what I mean? Especially if you were on a laptop or something and you went on a holiday or something and you just didn't have internet. You're just unlucky. I don't know how the mod works. You know what I mean? So I always like, okay, let's say I've got no internet. I'm like, oh, I want to play some Minecraft. Can I? I guess you just wouldn't care, but it's one of those things that it's kind of like the only thing you can really nitpick nowadays. So I'm now looking for what this means. Now, what do we think it's called? Stats? Let's click stats. Oh, it's probably traits, not stats. Yeah, let's go back. Traits, a list of traits. Okay, here we go. Control F, and then if I search for flexible. Flexible. Gear occasionally takes less damage. Okay. I don't care. Cool. What does this guy do? This gives flexible and a little bit of knockback resistance. Okay. I guess I'll take the knockback resistance. It just feels okay. Sure. Alright. We are now knockback resistant. Cool. So, what I also want to do is make some bottles. Because I imagine we can coat our armor in netherite, as per before. Now, I don't believe you can do allthemodium coating. I think netherite coating's the best. There's a chance I'm wrong, but hold on. If I press U on this, it shows every possible ingredient. Oh, that orange stuff's probably better. Or maybe that blue stuff there. Uru? Yeah, Uru sounds pretty good, doesn't it? But we don't have that yet, so netherite it'll be. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And let's see what this does. If it even works on boots. It does. So we get an extra armor toughness. Our durability goes up by like 100. Does anything else happen? It becomes fireproof. Armor toughness goes up, yeah. And then you get more knockback resistance as well, I'm seeing. Very cool. And some enchantment value added. Sure, we'll do it. Why not? We've already got the stuff. Now, I don't think we can do a tip. All metal required foundry. I mean, would also be what? Would it be putting on... No, how do you do a tip? Tip... Oh, yeah, it'd be a plate again. Let's give it a shot. See if we can put an Allthemodium tip on an Allthemodium thingy thing. As you can see, plenty of stuff there. Shift K to turn that into ingots. Continue until we are rich. This is perfect. I am glad that we have too much because that is better than not having enough, believe it or not. Alright, I'm happy with that. So let's go up here. Let's borrow this. What can we put away? Let's put away everything else that we don't really need right now. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. It doesn't do anything. Don't need that. Awesome. Okay. Let's... do we care? I mean, this is another thing where I've got infinite, so I kind of don't care about the plates needing stuff anymore. You know what I mean? Maybe I do. That's really not a lot. Okay. So, boom. I can make an Allthemodium tip. Can I tip this? I can. Does it do anything? It actually does. The durability goes up quite a lot. 15 armor and 64 armor toughness. That stays the same. The knockback resistance stays the same. So it looks like all it does is the durability and I guess the rarity for whatever that's worth. And I don't know if it's adding any traits. It doesn't really look like it is. But we've already got one. Well, actually, you know what? I can probably put it on a sword, right? Hold on. Because I don't think we ended up tipping the sword. And so then the sword will... I don't know what it'll do, but yeah, whatever. Sure. Okay, so we've got boots. I'm going to swap them out. There we go. I'm happy with that. Alright, next up, let's do this. Pow. That is expensive. Once again, let's see what we can combine it with. Looks like you can combine it with lining, and that's about it. Do we care about lining? I mean, I guess, look, we might as well. So, like, you know, when in Rome, line your armor with stuff. So, pow, that's lined, awesome. Now it's coated with netherite. And so this guy actually has the same stats as my boots. Sure. Okay. Cool. And then we don't have any more stuff, which is okay. So let's put that away. Let's put these away. Cool. We'll put that. Ah, no, I needed that. It just looked like something I didn't need because I don't really need it. Let's go back down to the sieve. Awesome. And hope that this is enough to do everything else. It looks like it is. And again, we are still processing stuff, but that's what, 3 stacks? Very nice. Boom. Pow, pow, pow. Can't you see? Boom, 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 ba-dum, 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 boom. Cool. Pow, pow. Okay, so next on our list is helmet, which we can do like that. And you guessed it. Whoa, whoa. We put a lining on it. There we go. And then pants like that. Oh, we get a little bonus one. There we go. And you get that. Oh, it worked anyway. Cool. I forgot to add it when we did the thing. But yeah, anyway, there we go. So we can take that off, chuck that on. And now we should be a lot stronger. Should be. So we'll put that away. Okay. Now, I to this day do not have a backpack. I honestly would like a backpack. Did we set up any farms? We didn't. Which is okay. Let's just do this and drop all that stuff. We'll put one of the wheat away. Head down to grass. And just make sure that we breed these guys because I probably am going to defeat them very shortly. I would imagine. Come on. This guy and this guy. There we go. Because I would like to make a backpack, if all possible. Oh, actually, I just realized. We can probably leather. I imagine, at the very least, drying basin leather. Let's just assume that I can. and deal with the results of not being able to later. How does that sound? I know there's a teleporter over there. I forget until I've already run away. Okay. Whew. Rotten flesh. Is this the way I should search for it? Probably not. So drying basin, as you can see, does a leather in 5 seconds. That's pretty good. A mechanical drying basin, half a second. Love to see it. Crusher will do biofuel. I was just seeing if there's anything here that I care to look into for possibly giving me leather. But I think drying basin is just a play. It's typically what we do. Now, over here, we have a drying basin. It's just not special. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Alright, hold on. I do have a few ideas here. So, let's search pipe. Wait, can we get some more pipes, please? Cool. Pipes. Thank you. And let's see if we can set up some sort of automation. So if I set that guy to extract, yeah, he'll get that sorted. Awesome. He's currently just a drying basin. Do I care if he's not anything special? Let's go chest. I don't think it's a problem. But we'll do this. We'll do this. We will disconnect this. Set this guy up to extract, and then we'll just chuck in rotten flesh. So he has put rotten flesh in at the moment. I'm just gonna hope that that's not a problem. It might be. At the very least, there's 3 blocks in here. Oh, it's just instantly going back in there. Okay. Well, I mean... Alright, let's chuck a filter in. Let's have it be a blacklist. And just, hey, don't take the rotten flesh out, buddy. So now there's rotten flesh in there. There's mineral. I just might not be able to do both at once, you know? Okay. And this is doing neither. That's alright. Alright, that's fine. Let's take this out. Take that out and let it finish what it's doing there. I suppose I can time and bottle this guy. 8 times as fast. This stuff should just disappear. Yep, it's making blocks. There's a lot of stuff in there. There was 14,000. So you can sort of see it mowing through. Let's do a lot faster. Oh, you can see at the top. That's easier to see. Bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum. Once that's empty, we'll chuck in the rotten flesh. Cool. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. And there you go. So in the few seconds that it has left of 16 times speed, we get ourselves some leather. Awesome. Thank you. Also some of these. Cool. Okay. What's leather for? Does anyone remember? Do you guys remember? I know I was thinking about enchanting stuff. I just don't know if I... Oh, it's backpack. Backpack. That makes sense. So, let's search backpack. Now, silent gear, sophisticated backpack is what I want. So it's string, a chest, blah, 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 blah. Now, this guy we want to upgrade to make him bigger and have more upgrade spots for different, like, cool things. So you just surround it in different metals and then diamonds. And then you guessed it. I'm pretty sure a netherite. So smithing, cool, power, netherite. Awesome. So this is now a backpack I have. We have a lot of upgrade slots here. Specifically what we're after is going to need melon seeds. Believe it or not. So do we have that in here? I think we might. Yep, melon seeds. So we'll need melons, we'll need carrots, and we'll need an apple. Which all should be relatively easy. I'm just going to grow one over here, I think. So we'll place that down. And we'll crouch button. Oh, yep. Well, that'll do it. There we go. Alright, and we'll see if we have all the stuff to do this. So, specifically with this melon, we want it to be glistering. Glistering. Apple. We want our apple to be goldified as well, but as you can see, it won't take those. It will take these to become golden apple. We've got our golden carrot. We then want a feeding upgrade. This guy here. So we'll need an upgrade base, which is leather, iron, and string. And then we want to place these all around here in some sort of order. I could just build it. Okay, sure. Oh, ender pearl as well is needed. There we go. And we get a feeding upgrade. This guy we can upgrade with a diamond and some gold and some redstone, and it becomes an advanced feeding upgrade. We can chuck it into our backpack, open up this little filter here, and we can tell it things. We can say, hey, only eat golden carrots. And then look at my inventory. Currently, I have some hunger at the bottom. If we wear this backpack, it should eat it for me. Now, it hasn't. Oh, I need to tell it. Huh? There we go. So that will eat golden carrots the second that I am hungry, which is pretty good. That should hopefully not only help us just in general, but it should help us in fights. Now, what we can also do is we've got apples, and we should be getting infinite apples from that guy over there. I might actually upgrade the drawer to be special drawer. Although, I don't know if I have the wood for it, unless I grab this wood. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, hold on. Specifically what I'm thinking about doing is making a chest, or 7 of them. Pow, pow, pow. Search drawer. We want the 1/2 drawer. I think that's all we want. Awesome. And then we want to break this. Slap that guy down. And that guy should take apple and log. Perfect. This guy has some log in him. Boom, boom, boom. Now he does not. And we have a spare drawer. Cool. Okay. So we should get infinite apple, which will be good for situations like I'm about to show. Now, before I do that, hold on. Before I make like diamond apples or relic apples or something, I did want to see if there was an apple sapling that you could just get. Now, it doesn't look like it. Apple sapling. So these are apple saplings, but they're all productive trees, breedy ones. So maybe not. Orchid? Orchard? Something? Sapling? No. Okay, cool. So, in terms of apple. Diamond apple, not too bad. Golden apple, not too bad. Relic apple, 16 saturation. It might do other stuff as well. Emerald apple, 20 saturation. Old Modium apple, 40 saturation. So, between you and me, we're probably going to go for the Old Modium apple. So, we will jump back down to the sieve. Grab out all of our nuggets, which is plenty for what we are about to do. And then I think we're going to turn all of these apples into Old Modium apples. So we're going to go... Oh, it moved pages. We're going to go here and make 31 Old Modium apples, which we are going to use during the fight. Alright, so let's now make this gateway, which is an Eye of Ender and some flowers. Do we have a lot of poppies? Why did it use poppies? What's our $sign flower? Is that really a hashtag flower? Okay. We don't have a lot of flowers. Do we, hold on. Let's get bone meal. Now, oh, I jumped in the witch water. That's okay. How long are we blind? 6 seconds? Okay. That's alright. What I was going to say is, do we have any too high flowers or anything? It doesn't look like it. Do you reckon they spawn? Or do you reckon it has to be on, like, normal grass? I think it might have to be normal grass. So I won't do it up here, just because that'll get messy. But if we go over here... Specifically, I wouldn't mind, yeah, like something like... Oh, this might be too big. Hold on. I kind of just want... Why are they... I just want like a rose bush. Is that really so much to ask? Because I want to bone meal it for more. But, as you can see, I think the best we're going to get are these... Oh, this might work. Productive farming. Okay. Does that... What's this other one? Same mod. Okay. Well, we'll go give it a try. See what it does. So, what were we trying to do? Oh, this. Oh, yeah, cool. That works. All right. Let's just quickly head back down and just get a bunch of these. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. I know this is... I tried with the other one, but this one would work too. I don't see why it wouldn't. Oh. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Happy with that. We can eventually get magnets and stuff for our backpack as well. We just don't really need to at the moment, but we definitely can. Alrighty, so I'm going to head down to our mob area that we fought them last time. This time I'm going to open my backpack and chuck in all the monument apples on the allow list. Only feed when player is hungry enough. It only wastes half hunger points of food of most, sure. Feed player immediately when hurt. Ignores hunger setting when player is not at max health. Do not consider health. Feed immediately when hurt. Let's go for this. It might just eat all of our apples, but we'll see what happens, okay? Now let's give it a shot. So I'm going to spawn it here. Not enough space to open. There we go. Oh, it spawned this one in the sky a bit. Last time it wasn't that high up. Okay. So we've got our armor, which doesn't look very all the mod. I guess we netherite coated it, right? And we should just be pretty much invincible. Oh, and that drops some gems and some hay. Hay's actually pretty good. That'll be it saves us farm and stuff. Alright. I think this is the right thing I'm spawning. I could be wrong. Because I don't remember getting these resources last time, to be honest with you. Oh, it's this guy here I was meant to make. That's alright. That's okay. At the very least, we can defeat this. Like, I'll be honest, the fact that I'm still taking hearts of damage to just these, like, zombies, it does feel like a problem. You know what I mean? Like, that feels like it might be an issue. There we go. Okay, it ate the thing once we took damage. And that gave us, like, resistance. Oh, sorry, absorption. Regen as well. Oh, that spawns all this stuff. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, at the very least, we get some more leather and stuff. Alright, sure. Alright. Alright. Well, at least we know it works against cows, chickens, and pigs. Alright. Cool. Alright, I might actually get a magnet. That seems like a good time to do that, because we have quite a bit of a mess that we've made. So, let's... Oh, we got more apples! Alright, let's put all this stuff away. Sure. Yep. Beautiful. Okay. Let's search magnet. So let's go magnet. We want the backpack upgrade, so we're going to need... we're going to need... I'll just use that. Oh, okay. Magnet, which needs a pickup, which needs a sticky piston, which needs a piston. We got there. Okay, so we now need some slime for a sticky piston. We then need a pickup upgrade. We then need a normal magnet upgrade. We then need a leather magnet upgrade. And then we'll probably do an advanced one. Has greater range and stuff. Alright, we'll chuck that in. Currently, we'll just say, do what you want, man. And then we'll head over here. And it should just pick it all up. Yep, as you can see, the stuff disappears as I get close to it. It is all going in my backpack. So now if I press B, there it all is. Cool. Okay, how many apples did it eat? I think 1. That's all good. What we want to do now is open this guy and do a little bit of culling. So for example, we want to grab all of these pieces in here. I think I'll keep the really good ones, so the purple ones in there, just for the sake of doing it. And then we want to crush it down because we actually need more of whatever the other stuff was. So chuck all that in and crush it. Specifically, we need the luminous crystal shards, and then ideally we need the dust, which I think you get from crushing the shards. Nope. I don't know how. Either way, we'll figure it out. So let's try the axes. Cool. Pow, 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 pow. Crush. Cool. Let's search how you get the dust. I know we drop an anvil and stuff, but how do you normally get it? Ah, the gems. That makes sense. This guy's getting there as well, isn't he? Cool. What, oh, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Do we have any duplicate gems? Not really. Okay. Armor pierce. Block interaction range. I kind of don't care about that. Maybe. Breaking copper ore has a chance to drop raw gold. I mean, like, that's some cool stuff. Plus armor, plus 15 armor, and toughness for shields, bows. I don't really care about that as well. Let's get these crushed. That's going to get me something. 6 gem dust. Perfect. Okay. So, let's try this now. So we want at least one of these. Ooh. What I should do is get a model, a blank data model, so that we can actually get wither skeleton drops. That's the smart thing to do. So let's then press 6. Nope. Am I wearing the thing? I never remember what we did for it. Hold on. It's going to be one of these buttons. It's not. Controls, keybinds, deep learner. It's 8. Oh, we almost had it. All right, and then we're going to put that in there. So we'll do 8, put that in there. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll put this away. Our backpack should pick up the loot. It is almost nighttime. Do we care? I don't think we do. I think we just get it started and give it a go. Alright. I kind of want to do it over there. Just because it's like, they'll definitely spawn in there. Or I could even do it in here. If we have the fans off, I could do it in here. And then it's like a lot safer, I guess. This guy's just picked that up. That's okay. In fact, I could just spawn it in there and turn that guy on, can't I? Oh, not a bad idea. I shouldn't because I want to kill the withers, but if it gets a problem, like if we die on the outside, we can totally just do that. Because we'll spawn out there, turn it on, they'll get chopped up, we grab our stuff. Alright. Here we go. How's this for a fighting arena? In fact, while we're in here... Okay, how are you guys going? What are these? These are husk. I don't really care for husk. As in, I don't need them data modeled. And they spawned outside. Okay. That's alright. There is a time limit. So we do want to be a little bit fast here. But I will say that does feel like it is a bit of a problem. That one just fell off, which is good. So I can probably send him off too. And then he'll spawn back up here. Perfect. Cool. So if they spawn outside, we just loop them around. And they'll figure it out from there. So we need to right click on wither skeletons when they spawn. So far as well, for health and hunger and stuff, we're good. Polar bears are cool. That's a something. Alright, we're taking a bit of damage. It should eat soon. It should eat soon so we don't die. It should eat soon so we don't die. There we go. It's 8. We've got our regen. That guy's dead. There was a phantom. Here we go. He's dead too. Okay. There is another enemy. Oh, is he outside? He's outside. Man. There goes my genius idea. Oh, and then the other one went in my backpack. Okay. Alright, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This one will be it. This one will be it. Stay frosty. Stay frosty. Stay frosty. Stay frosty. With a skeleton. Locked. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Oh! Okay. There we go. Alright, they died pretty easy. Well, this isn't too bad. What an effective... There we go. How's that? Oh, and who's left? Who? You! The villain of the night. Come on, buddy. Yeah, didn't expect me to have the reach, did ya? Haha. Haha. Come on. I've got 3 minutes to kill you. Come on. How much? Okay, I got him. Oh, and there we go. And there we go. So then, oh, who? Oh, the arrow fell and got me. There we go. Awesome. So we've defeated that gateway. We can jump back out. We might need to do that again, so I'll leave it open as is at the moment. Let's have a sleep. And then we'll see what we've gotten. So we've got the data model. It needs 2 more kills in order to be functional. In our backpack, we got wither skeleton skulls. We have sigil of socketing. Add sockets to an item. Oh, cool. I might be able to add that to my normal tools. My normal, like, armor that we made. We got a crazy chestplate here, which seems pretty goated. Sure. Lots of empty sockets as well for gems. So, like, you can add 3 of these gems onto it, I guess. Plenty of gem dust, too. Got these back. We have an awesome trident. Okay. That feels like a success. Yeah, pretty cool stuff in here. Okay, well, I do need more wither skeleton skulls, because I need to kill 2 withers to get the stars we need. Ideally, we need infinite, because we want to get infinite stars eventually, so I am going to need my data model made, which means I need another one of these. So I'll put that away. I'll put my skulls away and my sockets away. What I do want to check, though, actually, hold on, is how do I use this? With a submitting table. Hold on. So, you're telling me that I can get my chest plate, for example, and I can add sockets to it. Oh my god. Okay, that's insane. Because now if we go in here with the gems, let's get all these gems out. And put them back in my backpack. So I've got gems in the mob grinding thing. I've also got gems in here that I can add. Okay. So I can add armor pierce to my weapons. I think weapon damage we're doing pretty good. It's the damage that we're taking that's a problem. And so I want chest plate, magic damage. I don't think that's an issue. Core armor, no. Core armor plus 2 toughness, like that's pretty good. Plus 2 toughness on top of what we've got. Solar gem, core armor plus gravity. Okay. If we jump back down to the mob farm, is there any gem in here that fancies us? Physical damage taken is less. Okay. Plus 1 armor. See, like the lifesteal and stuff's pretty cool, but plus luck for my armor? Plus 4 max health. Like that sounds pretty neat. Plus 4 max health. I could have plus 8 max health with 2 of these into my armor. Lower armor, extra toughness. It's not too bad. Chest plate, magic damage. Cool. Gravity. Lots of gravity ones. What's the point? This one does armor toughness. I don't know how crazy an extra 2 armor toughness is, though. You know what I mean? I don't know how insane that actually is. I don't know the impact that has. So compared to just looking at what should we call it? Like extra health, it doesn't really seem as appealing to me. So I'll tell you what, I'm kind of happy with that. So now if I go back up here, do I just do this? And it gets plus 4 max health, and then it gets plus 4 max health. And so now if I chuck this on, I can heal up to 4 extra hearts, I think? Because 2 health is 1 heart? I think. And so it should actually eat a special apple now, yeah, because... Okay, cool. Let's just quickly go and start this guy out, shall we? Yeah, let's give it a go. We'll keep that open. I put away the stuff. Oh, no. Oh, that's not the right stuff, but it's okay. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. This first tier is actually perfectly okay. It's not actually an issue. It is the other tiers. And we do want to leave it open. Alright. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Get rid of the phantom early. Nice. I think the wolves actually did a lot of the damage last time, to be honest. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, you're running away, little buddy. Ha! Cool. And then I think someone was on the roof. Yep, there you are. Now you're dumpstered. Alright. Ah, you know what? Last time we just did this, right? And they found their way over and I just swung at them. And like the few on top just ran over as well. Yeah, this definitely seems smarter. Oh, hey buddies. Look at that. How's that for a boss fight? Yep, of course, one of you guys just gave me the plague. Probably Elliot the Skelliot. But yeah, look, we've got basic model. That's actually the entire thing done. So we can come over here and pick up loot. I like that when loot's on the ground, you see like the effect on it. You know, I genuinely really like that. Connected tinted glass. Oh, that is all this is. I thought it was blastproof stuff. That's over there, though. Yeah, cool. All right. Well, I'm very happy with that, to be honest with you. So I'm going to head up here. Normally, by the way, you can press a button for your keybinds, for your stuff up here. And normally X does something. And normally that just happens to be where I have my magnet. But I don't know which one that would be. Does X not do anything? Controls, keybinds, key X. It is switch upgrade in the second slot on and off. Alt X. Do I care? Well, I don't want that. Well, I don't want that. Well, I don't want that. And I don't want that. So I'll just make that just X. And so now if I do that and press X, that'll toggle my magnet off. Awesome. Alright, so as for this other stuff, we've got our wither skulls, which is cool. As you can see, we got some cool armor, some magic projectile protection, pretty decent armor. So like, yeah, I guess anything that, I don't know. I don't know what to think, but we got more gems as well, I guess. Cool. Extra armor toughness. Plus 15% max health in chest plates if I chuck this one in. Oh, and we would have gotten extra sigils of socketing. Oh, that's awesome. So, hold on. So how many can I add? Oh, am I all out? Oh no. Oh. Oh. I guess I'd have to figure out a way to take it out. Okay. Ah. No. You can get extra attack damage by putting this on your helmet as well. Like, some really cool stuff you can do. Okay. So, I want the skulls, which is awesome. I want some soul sand, which we don't have, but, you know, sand, I guess. Sand? Sand. Sandstone. That's something. That's a thing. Let's just do one of these. Do one of these and have it go through the systems. Let's go to machines. Crush you into sand. Voila. Chuck you into here. Voila. Chuck you into here. Voila. You can put like anti-magnet things over here as well. Demagnetizers, I think they call them. To avoid that happening as well. Alright, well, I'll tell you what this is. This is the soul sand I needed. I have an all the body of a sword. I do want another data model for the wither, because I do want to manually kill it, and I want all the goodies from it. So we're going to come over here. We have a path in on this side, for which I'm going to, I guess, create it. I don't have any more fused quartz, so I'll go and grab some more of that before we even begin pretending to start anything. So let's go fused quartz, grab that out, and then also, I guess maybe it's over in the machines. There we go. Yeah, we can maybe, you know, make this a little safer, I guess. How much safer do we want it? Great question. Oh. I think, once again, we're just going to hope that we don't need the corners. Arguably, I should just, you know, fill it in now, especially that we have all the stuff. And I might, but it shouldn't be a problem. So I just want to make this bigger. And also the front bigger, I think. In fact, I might want to go like one out on each side. You know what I mean? Maybe. Just so there's like a lot of room. I don't know. I don't know. I want to be able to, yeah. I don't know. Oh. What I do know is that it can be placed in here. Alright, we'll go one more out. Yeah. So that we can actually just place it like dead in the middle with gaps on its side. And then I might go on the roof and we'll also just make it one taller as well. So we'll do those there, these here. That's going to go there as well. That's going to go there as well. That's going to go there as well. And then this is going to come up, is the thought. Okay. And that's going to come across here. It's really hard to tell because of the fact that I'm placing glass, but I know what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just making it wider and still not doing corners. And we're going to hope that this all turns out perfectly. So should be able to place that like that. We can block this up for now. We'll probably open that side up anyway. Then this whole side is done. This side is nowhere near close to being done. What? Oh my god. What? I don't know what just happened. My mouse just... Huh? What? Okay. What? Okay. Sure. Cool. Nope. Instantly just do the wrong thing. Ah, there. Yeah, that works. Whatever magic power let me do that worked perfectly. Cool. Awesome. I'm going to quickly sleep so that we're only fighting withers. And then we will fight a wither and hope that it doesn't knock us off the map. If we do fall off the map, I don't think it's the end of the world. I think you just sort of come back up. But yeah, we'll see. Now, I'm going to open this side. And that's the side we're going to close up, hopefully. We have soul sand. We have skulls. That's not how you build one. That's how you build one. Pow, pow. It's fused quartz. It says it's blast resistant. Oh! Place that there. Run back. Okay. And see how we go. I don't have my... Yeah, see, I don't have my area blast resistant, if that makes sense. As in, I don't have it claimed. Meaning these are... Oh my god, I can fall off the map. Ooh. Okay, as long as that's not a block he broke, then we should be... Oh! Hey, guys. Let me tell you a little something. That's horrible. Okay. I'm gonna be real with you guys. This feels like it's a problem. This might be the worst. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a backup, but then I'm gonna attempt it, okay? I'm gonna create a backup right now of my world. I planned to do that, and then I didn't. I was like, we'll see how it goes. But I'm still gonna try it, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna copy this, and we're still gonna give this a shot, okay? Yeah, I can probably just store the backups in your folder. Backups. And then create a new folder, and we'll call this the current day 04. Oh, that did not work at all. Do I not have numlock on? I don't. 04 10 25. Okay. Paste that in there. Okay. Okay. Alright. Here we go. I should have made a bow. I'll be honest, I thought it would keep him in. He just broke it. It's blast resistant. It's not wither resistant. Today, you know. This is horrible. I'm going to spawn my base, and he's just going to blow up my base. This is going to be horrible. But we're going to see how bad it can get, and how good it can get. Pray for us. Oh, I'm going to need to go grab the armor as well. Like, from the grave, and he's probably going to spawn kill me. Oh, no. This is actually... I'm probably going to have to... I don't know what I'm going to have to do, but... Okay. Can I do /home? Oh! Okay. Oh, you're done. Someone give me the mace. Someone give me the mace. Someone give me the mace. Where is he? Okay. Is this a problem? Oh yeah, he regens as well. So he's just like regenning like crazy. Killed him! Okay. Alrighty. And look! They live! Okay. Alrighty. Is stone brick the secret there? Wow. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay, so yeah, he straight up just broke that stuff. Okay. But I didn't even right click him. Okay, but that's okay. We had a bigger problem. I'm not too disappointed that we didn't. Alright, awesome. I'll tell you what we can do. We can now make the tinted glass that's really easy to make instead of this stuff. And we can just... Oh my god, and he got the hole in the wall. That's alright. Look at that. That's that solved. Oh, yep, there's a little bit up there. Yep. That goes there. Yep, perfect. Look at that. Good as new. Oh, okay. And hey, we're surviving the falls. I don't know if... Is that an intended feature? Yeah, look at that. Our armor's that good that we can just survive a fall like that. Alrighty. Well, let's turn our magnet on. Pick up all this stuff. There we go. Hey, in terms of how badly that could have gone, I reckon it went quite well. I think that was a pretty good success. We did make a backup, but we didn't have to use it, okay? Okay, guys. Alright, so what we're going to do is make some tinted glass, which, believe it or not, is phenomenally easy to make, as you can see here. And we are going to demolish the thing down there and just make a completely new one, is the plan. So in other words, we'll come down here. We will just pick up all this. There we go. And we'll just make a brand new one. So, let's click this and just sort of patch that in. How's that sound? And yeah, do one of those. There we go. Alright, sweet. Now, what do we want to do? So I want a vertical wall, and I want it to be maybe a 6, and we're going to place that there. And so that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to make it here, and then I'm going to make it here, and then I'm going to make it here. And we don't have enough stuff. That's okay. Once again, easy to make. Easy stuff here. Tinted glass. Now, it would help if we had normal glass, which we can actually just make like that. There we go. Tinted glass. Pow, 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 pow. Cool. Plenty of stuff. If we need more coal, we can get some from the place downstairs. Awesome. So we want to do this to build that wall. We then want to do a horizontal wall. And we want it to place on top. We actually want it to be this. So we want to jump and do that. And there we go. And then we actually do want one on the top, which we can do that. And pretend that that did something. And there we go. Now, it kind of looks weird inside, as in it doesn't look like it's done, and it looks strange, but it is done. There it is. And so what we're going to do is we are going to build our thing on this side and kill him, I guess. It's quite trippy being in here, but it is what it is. I mean, I can also just put it there. It does nothing. We can put a torch out here, make us feel safer. Alright. Here we go. Pow, pow, pow. There he goes. We'll close that up. I can not right-click him at the moment. Let me just quickly see if I can. I can. Okay. You just have to get in there. So let's close that, run out over here, just so he can explode. There he is. He's not happy. Why would he be? He's a little wee wama. Chuck in this guy and have a go at him. There we go. This is how it was meant to go. That, just before. And then, if we open our backpack and sort it, we can then press X. Pick up all that stuff, we'll toggle it off again. And there it is. So we get our another star, we get some legs, a little yellow heart. We can grab our tinted glass back. And that's pretty good. Okay. Sure. So, what does this mean for us? Well, it does mean one thing. It means I can make this crystalline thingy mabob. So we need diamonds, gold, iron, and lapis. So, iron, diamonds, gold, and lapis. So, we do have some lapis here. And let's give this a shot. So I think it was like this. What else do we need? Oh, you can just paste it. Ha ha ha! Have a look at that. How's that for a recipe? Screenshot it. And that is our crystalline ingots. These guys are used to turn this guy into an automatic. Somehow. And also to make vibranium. Which is pretty cool. Now, to make the automatic tier 1, you need crystalline components, which are these. So if I go in here, I can now make 2 of these, which I will. And they're called components, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's just put all that stuff away for a second. And then I need redstone components. I think it's just 2. And then I should be able to make the auto crafting one. I just need another one of these. Oh, of course I do. Sure. Which makes that. Which makes a catalyst. Which makes a basic crafting table, but you need one of these, which needs one of these. Basic crafting, because I don't know what this auto crafting table is, but it's so difficult to get that it just has to be good. Here it is. Basic auto crafting table. I teleport away. Basic auto crafting table. So it takes power. And you can save 3 different recipes and it will just craft them, I guess. Okay. So, for context, I can do this and I can shift to save it. I can do this and I can shift to save it, and then I can cycle between the recipes. And so, as you can see, in very faint light, this will auto craft stone bricks. If I click there, it'll auto craft stone stairs. This is pathetically useless. Don't make one of these. But on the bright side, we now know how to make this stuff, which allows us to make vibranium, which is pretty cool. Once we get vibranium, we make a block of it, and then eventually we're able to make a geo vibranium, a G or with vibranium in the name. Yeah. So 9 blocks of vibranium over sand will give us a budding vibranium. That is insane. Really? Like, okay. And what's this? Ritual of Golem conversion. Vibranium block into this. Coal, Geo Ore, Golem Charm. Obtained by performing the Ritual of Awakening near budding coal Geo. Okay. Alright, so then budding coal is here. And to make this, it's just coal over sand. So we can do that. But then we need to do the Ritual of Awakening. So if we search Ritual of Awakening. Okay. Ritual of Awakening near coal. So the coal Geor. Ritual of Awakening. And so we do that same thing for any of these. I don't think so. I think that can't be right. That has to just be a misprint. Ritual of Awakening near budding coal. And it will also just turn any of these into it. Okay. Because otherwise to make this... No, hold on. Otherwise, budding diamond... I need to pour 1 block over sand. Or I can just turn a block of the Geor into budding. Okay. It does make a little bit of sense. As in, it's not too OP and it kind of makes sense, I guess. All the modium block into budding all the modium ore using Ritual of Budding Coal. Okay. Sure. Does that make sense to you guys? Give me a second. We go here. We grab some of this. We make a block. We get coal from the sieve. Sure. We go back up. Okay, so first of all, I want budding coal. Tame of Ritual of Awakening. Ritual of Awakening. What am I missing here? Airs Nouveau. Obtained by augmenting a Ritual of Awakening. Obtained by performing Ritual of Awakening. Ritual of Awakening. Tablet of Awakening. Okay. So we need to get into Airs Nouveau if we want to do that. That's cool. We can work on doing that. I'm fine with that. In the meantime, I guess we made that stuff. Crystal time. We do now have as well the, whatchamacallit, the model for with the skeleton, which we probably want to get up and running, at least to some degree. So I think what we'll do is we'll quickly get another simulation chamber and get that up and running if we can. So we'll just grab 9 of those. Quartz. Yep. Pow. Boom. Sure, we'll make 3 of them. Make this. And then can we do prediction? These. Awesome. Alright. This over by machines. This guy's currently here. Do I have... I guess I can just place in there. He'll fill up with power really fast. Holy schmoly. Okay. Chuck that... Oh, hold with a skeleton. Chuck that in. And chuck in that. There we go. Cool. How's this guy going? Chicken predictions? Plenty of chicken predictions. There you go. Get us some more for this, please, chicken man. Very nice. Alright, I'm happy with that. Next episode, maybe we'll do the geode stuff. We'll see. I'll have to figure out. We'll have to get Airs Nouveau it up. In the meantime, this episode, what do? We've got this stuff happening. I guess you do get saplings, but yeah, that's okay. We've got a backpack with upgrades. We've got loot, which is pretty cool. We've got applies a touch of malice. What is that? What's that? Oh. It creates an evil. To an affix item. Okay. So that would be armor. Hold on. Yeah. So this is like it. This is a thing. And so malice will be applied on craft. Okay. And what is it? What does that mean? It just says malice will be applied on craft. But malice sounds bad. Do I want malice? Huh? Alright, well anyway. I'll tell you what, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you are enjoying the series. How's this guy going? He has hit a wall where there's no gravel. We've used up all the gravel and we now have 13,000 dirt to show for it. That's pretty good. Do we have any... What else can we do for gravel? Hold on. I also want to upgrade this guy. Because we're going to start needing more and more resources. You know what I mean? So we definitely want a backlog, I think. So let's search upgrades. Let's search upgrades. Yeah. The problem is these are what we want. You know? And what does that need? It needs more blocks of copper. Which you don't really get a lot of. And then it needs like a drawer and stuff. Okay. Can I just upgrade these though? I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on. Power. Huh? Power. Yep, this is fine. This is fine. We just need chests. Chest. 9 chests. That'll do it. Cool. I am just going the whole way because, again, when you do finally get the resources, you might as well. Boom. Boom. Blocks of diamond. 1, 2, 3, 4, blah. And then power 2 of those. And then you guessed it. We make them netherite. Because we can. Okay, well that doesn't... Okay. Sure. Boom, boom, boom. Netherite upgrades. Awesome. So, this guy can currently hold 512 2 times compressed cobble. He can now hold 524,000 2 times compressed. Or 4.2 million cobblestone. So he'll be busy. And what we will be is over by the machines, crushing all of this stuff, I guess, into gravel. Yeah. And then chucking it into the other guy. The dirt machine. So that we just get infinite dirt. Because that's a thing that we still need, we think. Look, to be honest, I think the the dimensional seed, which is probably still a thing. It doesn't have a recipe, but I assume it's going to need a ridiculous amount of thingamabobs. Dirts. Is there a way to make dirt easier? As in, if we click on the compressed, look, you can only get it from other dirt. There's no conversion with a machine. So I think the way we're doing it is pretty much as good as it gets outside of like using seeds or something. And even then, I think it is just pretty good. Take all this stuff out. Like, this is a ridiculous amount that we're just crushing. And then that machine just runs forever in the background of episodes until it gets the job done. So there we go. That is 41,000 gravel that we will turn into dirt. Good job. Alright, yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. Thank you to our donators and our channel members. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzy, Final Phoenix 13, and Space Trooper John. I am tabbed out just real quick to check our memberships. And welcome Ray. I'm not sure if I welcomed Ray last time they joined, but welcome. As well as Terrell and It's Jay. I think we've welcomed those people, but either way, welcome. Hopefully you guys all enjoy staying around here. once again, do not feel pressured to maintain any tier of membership or anything. Thank you to those of you that have, but again, you don't have to feel pressured to. Just watching the videos is way more than enough. If you have any issues, any financial troubles, don't feel bad about either removing the membership or down tiering, or just don't feel guilty. I won't take it personally. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.